O Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity for our batch, the grade 11, to show our talent and share it with everyone. We ask you, Heavenly Father, to guide us as we present this for your own greater glory, Heavenly Father. Our Father in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Saint John Baptist de la Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing for the Philippine national anthem. Please be seated. Let us welcome the chair of the English department from grade 7 to 11 for some remarks. Mrs. Tina T. Navarro.
Thank you so much, Rico. Good afternoon. As the first semester comes to a close, and in support of the Multicultural Week celebration sponsored by the Social Studies Department, the English classes of grade 11, A, B, C, D for this school year is now holding their culminating activity dubbed World Theater Festival 2005, which will showcase 4 of the world's renowned plays: Antigone, Greek Sophocles; Merchant of Venice, English, Shakespeare; The World is an Apple, Filipino, Florentino; and Les Miserables, French, Hugo. This activity highlights the significant ideas, skills, attitudes, and values that the students have learned from the English 11 course during the first 2 quarters. As a class major endeavor, students will assume different roles to put up their class production. In so doing, students are expected to manifest a sense of responsibility, teamwork, creativity, and resourcefulness. This activity aims to enrich students' learning outputs from the English lessons, reinforce students' talents, skills, attitudes, and values, and encourage maximum student participation in a class undertaking. In behalf of my fellow teachers in the English department, I thank each one of you for coming and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Once again, good afternoon.
For the contest guidelines and mechanics, let us welcome Jojo Sitchon and Luis Kilaikov, 11B.
Good afternoon. Here are the guidelines for our World Theater Festival 2005.
There are 4 selections to choose from: Sophocles' Antigone, Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice, Florentino's The World is an Apple, and Hugo's Les Miserables.
Drawing of grants of play title and schedule of play date was held at room 11D last September 5, 2005, 4 o'clock p.m.
One-act play script must be improvised based on versions in the English 11 textbook, but other sources may be used to enrich the script or play.
Language or medium of communication is purely English.
And should be no foul and obscene languages and scenes.
Running time is 20 to 30 minutes.
Awards will be as follows:
Best Play,
Best in Script,
Best Production Design,
Best in Light and Sound,
Best Director,
Best Supporting Male Performer,
Best Supporting Female Performer,
Best Male Performer.
and Best Female Performer. 5 judges will be invited, same set in 2 days. The decision of the judges is final. Awarding will be on October 17, 2005, Monday, during the flag ceremony assembly. Thank you.
And here now the criteria for the best play. Let us welcome Sarah Damon of 11B.
Good afternoon. The criteria of the productions will be as follows. Production value, how the play was put together, the use of design, music and acting, 50%. Interpretation of director's intent, concept of the director and how the rest of the group put to life such a concept, 20%. Script, 20%. Audience impact, volume and visual appeal, 10%. In total, it is 100%.
Thank you, Sarah. To introduce our distinguished Board of Judges this afternoon, let us welcome Jomi Locsin and Jason Machiko of 11B.
Our first judge is a born performer, a product of the Negro Summer Acting Workshop of Peggy Galiaga, based in USLS Bacolod, a moderator of theater arts in grade 7. Let us welcome Jane Kilisadi.
Our second judge is the chair of the Filipino department, a trainer in declamation contests and other stage performances. We are happy to have her with us, Zinaida Gutana.
Our third judge is an actor-mathematician, a man with a passion in the performing arts and the moderator of the Grade School Performers Guild. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, Nonilon Torpez.
Our fourth judge is a regional champion in the UP Binalay Bay contest, a trainer in declamation, a writer by heart, a crossroad moderator, a HIAS fellow, the grade 10 BCD English teacher. Let us welcome Jonathan Davila.
And last but not the least, the chairman of the Board of Judges, the artistic director of the Masquerade Theater and symbol of USLS, a faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, director of various stage plays produced both in and outside the region. Friends, it is my pleasure to welcome before you Ms. Tanya Lopez.
Thank you, Jomi and Jason. I am Rico Locsin of 11B, wishing each one of you a grand time as we sit back and relax and enjoy the beauty and joy that the theater could bring. Let the contest begin.
You chose life, while I chose death. Wonder why I keep wanting to leave. Sometimes it seems quite like an awful waste of time. Mommy says it's tradition. Daddy says he doesn't understand. You see, my dad is an American fisherman. He smells of fish, always around. Sometimes I wonder how some insanely different people end up together. They're so different. They even gave me two names because they couldn't decide. Daddy chose Samantha after his grandma. Mommy chose Alexandra from Alexander the Great, one of the greatest figures in Greek history. We always argue, but the most contested issue is my acting. Like I said, Daddy doesn't really care about tradition. So what if my mom's mom, and her mom, and her mom, and her mom, and all the way to her mom's mom played Antigone? This year will be the last time I'll be able to play the Greek hero. Next year, I'll be too old. And besides, I'm going off to college in Athens. Alex? Oh, Alex, I've got great news. There will be a scout at the play this weekend. Oh, I'm sure they will be looking out for you. Oh, I can't wait to tell Grandma. A scout? What do you mean a scout? A scout. An acting scout. If they'll see you're any good, they'll sponsor you. And soon.
Hey, what's going on here?
Greg!
I just arrived after 3 months at sea, and I'm fine.
Oh, Greg, your Sam's going to be an actress. Mom! You called me Sam!
Yeah, your mom's pretty desperate. She wants me to say yes. I'll think about it.
Yeah. Right. Gotta go, people. Gotta get practice.
I'm serious. We shouldn't rush into these things.
Oh, Greg, you know it's important to her.
It's important to her, not for her. And besides, I want my daughter to go to college.
College. Oh, sister, Disney, dear, dear sister, you know how heavy the hand of God is upon us. How we who are left must suffer for our father, Oedipus. There is no pain, no sorrow, no suffering, no dishonor we have not shared together, you and I. And now there is something more. Have you heard of this order? This latest order that the king has proclaimed to the city? Have you heard how our dearest are being treated like enemies?
I have heard nothing. I know that 2 sisters lost 2 brothers, a double death in a single hour. And I know the Argive army fled in the night. But beyond this, nothing.
I thought so. And that is why I brought you out here, where we shan't be heard, to tell you something alone.
What is it? Why do you speak so strange?
Oh, sister, what do you think? Our 2 dear brothers. Creon has given funeral honors to one and not to the other. Nothing but shame and ignominy. Eteocles has been buried, they tell me, in state, with observances due to the dead. But Polynices, just as unhappily fallen, the order says he is not to be buried, not to be mourned, to be left unburied, unwept, a feast of flesh for keen-eyed carrion birds. The punishment for disobedience is death by stoning. And now is the time to show whether or not you are worthy of your high blood.
Antigone, you are mad. What should I possibly do?
Will you help me? Will you do something with me? Will you?
Help you do what, Antigone? What do you mean?
Would you help me lift the body? You and I.
You cannot mean bury him against the order?
Is he not my brother and yours, whether you like it or not? I shall never desert him, never!
But think of the danger. Think what Creon will do.
He has no right to keep me from my oath!
Sister, Oedipus died. Everyone hating him for what his own search had brought to light. And our 2 brothers died. each killed by the other's sword. And we are left. But oh, Antigone, think how much more worse than these our own death would be if we go against Creon and do what he has forbidden. We are only women, Antigone. We cannot fight men. The law is strong and we must give in to the law in this thing and in worse. I beg the dead to forgive me, but I'm helpless. I must yield to those in authority. And I think it is dangerous business to be always meddling.
Then I shall not ask for your help. Nor will I thank you for it if you gave it. Go your own way. I will bury my brother. And should I die, what happiness for me? Accused of loving my brother, I shall be content to lie beside the brother I love. You do not dare to defy Creon, yet you defy the holiest laws of heaven.
I do not defy them, but I cannot act against the state. I'm not strong enough.
Let that be your excuse then. I will go and bury my brother.
I fear for you, Antigone.
You need not fear for me. Rather, fear for yourself.
At least be secret. Do not breathe a word. I'll not
Betray it! Publish it! They'll only hate you more.
Your heart burns, mine's frozen at the thought.
I know my duty, where my duty lies.
If you can do it, you're bound to fail.
When I have tried and failed, I shall have failed.
No sense in starting a hopeless task.
Leave me with my own madness. No longer are you my sister.
Go then if you're determined to your folly. But remember, I'll always be your sister.
What do you mean, no?
No means no! I won't let my daughter become a second-rate actress when she can be an engineer, or a biologist, a doctor.
How dare you tell Anna Secretary she's your daughter?
Sam is my daughter, and I say she goes to college. We've got her! Here is the woman who did the deed. We found her in the act of burying him. Where is the king?
He is coming, he is coming, he is coming now. He is coming, he is coming, he is coming now.
What is this? What am I just in time to see? She was covering the man commanded to remain unburied with dirt. Are you in your senses? Do you know what you're saying? I saw her myself. Do I not speak plain, my lord? You! Do you admit or do you deny the deed?
I admit it. I do not deny it.
You! Leave us! Now tell me, do you know of the order forbidding the act?
I knew it naturally. It was plain enough.
And yet you dare to contravene it?
Yes. She shows her father's stubborn spirit, foolish not to give way when everything's against her.
Ah, but you'll see. The over-obstinate spirit, as soon as broken, as the strongest iron, will snap over temper. The fires of brittle.
more than kill me?
No, nothing more. That is all I wish.
Why then delay? There is nothing you can say that I should wish to hear, as nothing I say can weigh with you. I have given my brother burial. What greater honor could I wish? All this would say that what I did was honorable, yet fear locks up their lips. To speak and act just as he likes is a king's prerogative.
You're wrong! None of my subjects think as you do.
Yes, sir, they do, but then I tell you so.
And you are not only alone, but unashamed.
There is no shame in honoring my brother.
Was that his enemy who died with him? Your brother?
Yes, both were brothers, both of the same parents.
Ah! You honor one, and so insult the other.
He that is dead shall not accuse me of that.
He will, if you honor him, no more than a traitor.
It is not a slave, but his brother that died with him.
Attacking his country, while the other defended it.
Even so, we have a duty to honor the dead.
But not give equal honor to good or bad.
Who knows? In the land of the dead, that may be the law.
An enemy cannot be a friend, even when dead.
My way is to share love, not hate.
Go then, and share your love with the dead.
Here comes Sis Minnie, weeping in sisterly sorrow. A darkened brow, a flushed face, and a fair cheek marked with bloody rain.
You crawling viper, lurking in my house to suck my blood, two traitors unbeknownst, plotting against my throne. Do you admit to a share in this bearing, or deny all knowledge?
I didn't. Yes, if she would let me say so. I'm as much to blame as she is. No! That is not just. You would not lend her hand and I refused your help in what I did. But I'm not ashamed to be beside you in your hour of trial. I love no friend whose love is only words. Oh, sister, let me die with you. You shall not die with me. You shall not claim that which you have not touched. One death is enough. How can I live if you must die? Ask Creon. Is he not the one you care for? You do yourself no good to taunt me so. Please, dear sister, let me share your death. You chose life, while I chose death. Although I warned you it would be so.
You creatures must be mad. One lately crazed, and the other from birth.
How could you, sire? Let me live without my sister.
No longer have a sister. Consider her dead.
You would kill her, kill your son's betrothed.
No son of mine should wed so vile a creature.
Sir, would you take her from your son's arms? Sir, would you take her from your son's arms? Sir, would you take her from your son's arms?
Not I, but death. Take them away.
Here comes Haman, your youngest son. Does he come to speak his sorrow for the doom of his promised bride?
There is no need for that. Son, you have heard perhaps our final judgment on your betrothal. No harsh words, I hope. Still friends, in spite of everything.
I am your son, sir. By your decisions, my life is ruled, and then I shall always obey. I cannot value any marriage tie above your own good guidance.
Rightly said. Your father's will should have your heart's first place. Only for this, the fathers pray for sons, obedient, loyal, ready to strike their father's foes, and love their father's friends. To be the father of an unprofitable son is to be the father of sorrow. a laughing stock among all one's enemies. Do not be fooled by lust and the wiles of a woman. You would have bought gold company, your wife, worthless.
To me, as far as an old man can tell, it seems your majesty has spoken well.
Father, a man's wisdom is a gift from heaven, the greatest gift of all. I neither am nor wish to be clever enough to prove you wrong, though all men may not think the same way as you do. Nevertheless, I have to be your watchdog. Father, pause and put aside your anger. I think for what my young opinion is worth, if you should forgive this poor girl for doing such an honorable act.
There is something to be said, my lord, for his point of view.
Am I to take lessons in my time of life from a man of your age?
Nothing to be ashamed of, Father. It is not a question of age, but that of right and wrong.
Is it right to admire an act of disobedience?
Yes, if it is honorable.
Is it honorable?
The people of Thebes think it so.
What do I care what Thebes says? Am I not king?
Only a child would say that.
Why? Why did you take her side?
No! And hers. Yours. Same for you. For us, to the gods of the dead.
Her death is certain.
If it is certain, then she does not die alone.
Is that a threat? Ha! Bring out the she-devil. Let her die here now. For her betrothed to steal.
That sight I shall never see, nor from this hour you shall see me again. Let all be witness of your wickedness and folly.
You see me, my countrymen, on my last journey, taking my last step at the light of day, going to my rest, where death awaits me. It is by the service to your dear body, Polynices, that I earned this punishment, which now I suffer. Oh, but I would not have done this forbidden thing for any husband or for any son. Why? I could have had another husband, with him other sons if one were lost. But father and mother lost, where would I find another brother? Now Creon hails me away. Never a bride, never a mother, unfriended, condemned alive to solitary death. What law of heaven have I transgressed? What God can save me now? In death, I shall learn my lesson. But if my enemies were wrong, I wish them no worse punishment than mine.
Admirable words. But no words can save you now. Nothing you can say will make the fates look twice. Hope shall leave you and know you no more. Death awaits.
Well, I've been thinking. You love acting, don't you? I mean, it's not just a hobby for you, is it?
No. I realize it's a part of my life, Dad.
Okay then. I've changed my mind. You're going.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Daddy. Mom!
That sight I shall never see, nor from this hour you shall see me again. Let all be witness to your wickedness and folly. Your Majesty, young names words like these. Perhaps it is time to consider his advice. Perhaps it is also time to remember what the prophet has said. Continue with your folly, and young Haman, you will lose. Alas! You were right. Tell me, what must I do?
Release the woman from her rocky prison. Set up a tomb for he that lies and buried.
Yes! Yes! I shall go at once! Hear me! People of Thebes! What is the life of a man? A thing not fixed for good or evil. Creon was once an inviolable man. He saved his country from his enemies. Yet he cannot save his son from himself.
What is your news? Disaster in the royal house?
Death and the guilt of it on living heads.
Who's dead? Who's dead and by what hand?
Haman. Haman is dead. Slain by his own.
His father?
His own hands. His father's act drove him to it.
Has all happened as the prophet has said. Here comes the queen, you read the sea. Poor soul, maybe she has heard about her son.
My friends, I've heard something of what you were saying as a kid. Tell me what is the matter? What have you heard? I am no stranger to grief. Tell me, for I can bear it.
Madame, it was I who saw it. The woman hanging from a noose. She sent herself to death. It seemed that Creon kept her in misery for too long. He arrived too late.
And my dear son! What news is there of my dear son?
His father approached him, but he was not to be consoled. He unsheathed his sword and struck at his father. He missed. Then the poor boy leaned on his own sword and impaled himself. Before his last breath escaped him, he embraced the hanging body of his beloved.
But what is without a word.
It is indeed strange. Go after her and see what she plans to do.
The sin of an erring soul. Behold, the slayer and slain, the father and his son. Alas, too late, you have seen the truth. I learned the truth in sorrow. God has sent me this punishment. Woe is me, if there be more.
Sorry! You have even more pain to bear.
What more? What more pain can overtop this pain?
She's dead. Your wife.
Oh,
The death wound still fresh in your heart.
no! No! Insatiable death! When will you take me? What fate awaits me? My child and my heart. Hello, my wife. Is there no sword that can take from me this misery?
Need to carry the burden of two deaths. Who knows of that but even
What is to be? No mortal can escape. I am nothing. I have no life. Lead me away.
It's funny how things turned out. Creon realized his folly too late, whereas my daddy realized it at the nick of time. Always in our lives, it is our decisions that make us who we are. Creon chose to be stubborn. Daddy chose humility. He still refuses to call me Alex. And Mom still refuses to call me Sam. But they made one choice. Above all else, they chose my happiness. And I am fortunate because of that.
Katrina Ann Kurt Paul Salle as Greg. Romeo Ginto Jr. and Joseph Victor Estolas as the sentries. Natalie Jules Brizo as the messenger. Helen Grace Tronco as the embassy.
as Haman. Maria Camila Husi as Ismini. Carl Edmund Zata as Crayon. Stephanie Alexis Chua as Antigone. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Antigone.
Watch 11Ds. The world is an apple, and 11Bs, the merchant of Venice.
Nothing else.
You listen to me. Shut doors behind you. Fast bind, fast fight. A probable, never stale in Britain.
Farewell. And if my fortune not be crossed, I have a plan but you will come back.
Behold, there are 10 caskets. You're in. I entertain. But if you fail, it must be good.
Now, to my heart's content. Gold, silver, base metal. To choose me, must give and the hazard all he had. One says only chest. Ha ha! Let me see. Choose me, shall gain as many men desire. Well, for my choice, chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will let you deserve. Give it even this, and instantly you'll not once again. The portrait of a blanket Egypt is sending me a schedule? How much unlike my hopes and my deservings? Did I deserve no more than this head? But I don't know. The Jew, I keep my own.
My daughter! Oh, my tuckets! Jessica, why?
How now, what gives
You knew of my daughter's blackness. None so well. None so well as you. Oh, yes, not Let him look to his mom. He was wont to call me usurer. Let him look to his mom. He was wont to lend money for Christian Godfrey. Let him look to his mom. I am sure see my revenge. They have disgraced me and hindered me out of a million, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, fooled my friends, heeded my enemies, and what's his reason? I am a Jew! I've got 2 eyes, I've got 2 hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt by the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cold by the same winter and summer as the Christian is. If you bring us, do we not agree? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you who win the rest, we will resemble you in that. They do wrong a Christian. What is this humility? Revenge? If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should you suffer? By Christian example.
Siege. Always deliberate fools that they do choose. Have the wisdom, God will be to lose. Ancient saying is no heresy. Hanging and winding, not my destiny. There's a light up your gate. What
Choose for as I am. I live.
Wait then, I've lost one of them. Do love me. When music sounds in cosmic choice, the music is eager to flourish the juice I just found. Such as this, music also sounds great. The dream of the dream of
And so may the outward shows release themselves. The world shall see before you. In religion, what damn error but a sober grasp. Oh, blessed the fruit of the text. Hiding the process is there. There is no fight so simple. To assume some part of virtue is out of God. Therefore, thou goldy gold, I will not appear. Nor to the thief, thou dares and come and try to be man to man. But thou meager lead, which rather threatenest than dost promise, thy paleness moves thee more than elegant. Therefore, here choose I, joy be the consequence. What find I here? Fair portions counsel thee. You that choose abide the view. Chance is fair, and choose is true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss. Fair lady, by your leave, I come by note, forgive and receive.
Yes, to the reason. Max is
And you, good child. Yes. Great way. This, Lorenzo and his Fidel. What? And my old Venetian friend, Salario?
My lord, Signor Antonio has with you.
Oh, sweet Portia! When I told you that my state was nothing, I should then have told you that I was worse than nothing. For indeed, I have engaged myself to a dear friend. Engaged my friend to his mere enemy to feed my means. Here is the letter. The paper is the body of my friend. And every word in it, a gaping wound issuing lifeblood. But is this true, Salario, that our Spencer's failed? What, not one yet?
Not one. Besides, he feared. He had his money to his trial. He will not take you. Not can drive you from the industry or be turned of justice and the law.
When I was with him, I heard him swear he would rather have Antonio's flesh than 20 times the matter of the sun. Is it your dear friend that is thus in trouble?
The dearest friend to me, the kindest man.
What settles him too?
For me, 3,000 ducats.
What? No more! They had 6,000 in the face of us. This is wrong for me. Venice, never shall you lie before
And two will grant me justice. I do wonder, you wicked jailer, that you are so fond of coming above with him at his request. I pray thee hear me speak. Out of my bond, I do not hear thee speak. Out of my bond, therefore speak to me. Not with me, a soft, so that who to sink the head, relent, and sigh, and yield to Christian intercessors. Out of no speaking fellow not, but not my bond. That's the most inimitable girl ever kept from him. Let him alone. Don't follow no more than his sister.
Okay, may nagsunod.
Miss Antonio here. Ready?
Hindi na kami sa Kita na lang kami kung ano.
Make room and let them stand before our face. Shaila! The world thinks, I think so, that thou must lead the profession of thy malice to the last hour of act. And where now exacts the penalty, which is found of this poor merchant's flesh, we all expect a gentle answer. I have informed your grace of my purpose. By our holy Sabbath have I sworn to covenant you and forfeit of my bond. If you deny it, let the danger lie upon your charter and your conceded freedom. You ask me why I'd rather choose to cut a weight of human flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. I will not answer that, but saying it is my humor. It's an answer. No! What if my house is in trouble by a rabbit and I'm pleased to pay 10,000 ducats to have it killed? What, are you answered yet? No! Some men there are not above the keeping patient. Some that are mad if they behold a cat. And others, when a bagpipe sings in the nose, cannot contain their urine. For affection, master of passion, sways into the mood of what it likes or knows. Now, for your answer. As there is no firm reason to be rendered why he cannot abide a gaping pig, why he a harmless necessary cat, why he a wooden bagpipe, but of course must use such sentimental saying to offend himself being offended. So can I give no reason, nor will I not. More than a large feet, a certain loathing I bear Antonio, that I follow thus this losing suit against him. Are you answered? No!
This is no answer, no fitting match. Excuse the curse that I put.
I am not bound to please you with my answers.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hates any man the thing he will not kill.
Every offense is not a hate at first.
You would have a serpent stinging twice.
Who buys 3,000 ducats? Here is 6.
If every ducat in 6,000 ducats were in 6 pots, and in every pot a ducat, I would not crawl through. I would have my bond. How shall you beg for mercy, giving none? What judgment should I fear, doing no wrong? You have among you many a purchased slave, which like your asses and your dogs and mules, you use in abject and in slavish pots, because you want them. Shall I say to you, let them be free? Marry them to your heirs! No! Why sweat they under burdens? Let their beds be made as soft as yours! Their palates seasoned with your food! You will answer, the stains are ours. So do I answer you. The pound of flesh that I demand of him is dearly bought. Is mine. This mine! This is mine. How is that? Upon my power, I may dismiss this court. Unless Hilario, the learned doctor who was sent for terminus, come here today. This letter doth recommend that the young and learned doctor come here. Where?
The attendant here has lied. Know your answer.
You are welcome. Take your place. Are you acquainted with the difference that holds this question present there?
I'm informed authority to cause. Which is the merchant here in Mr. Jew?
Antonio and old Shylock both stand for.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock! Is my name.
Of a strange nature is the suit you follow. Yet in such rules, the Venetian law can impugn you. You stand within its danger, do you not?
I, so I say.
Do you confess the bond?
I do. I crave the law. Penalty and forfeit of my bond.
Is he unable to discharge the money?
Yes, I have the money. Yet twice the sum.
Miss, miss, miss.
If this will not suffice, I will be bound to pay it 10 times more. If this will not suffice, it appears that malice has
Shylock! There's scarcely many of thee.
An oath! An oath! Have an oath in heaven! Shall I lay perjury upon my soul? No! Not this!
What is spoken and lawfully by this? The Jew may claim a pound of flesh. To be by him, cut off their submersion. Be merciful. Take life divided. Bid me tell of one.
There is no power in the tongue of man to alter me. I'll stay here, oh my God!
What nothing? What nothing? What does thou say?
But little. I'm armed and well prepared. Give me your hand, Messiah. Bid you farewell.
A pound of that same merchant. Flesh is mine. The word is, and the law. Give it.
Most private judge!
And you must cut his flesh. The law allows it. And the God, give it.
Most learned judge! Send him away. Out! There!
Take them like one. Take them like pound of flesh. But in the cutting it, if thou shed one drop of Christian blood, the land is of a glass of Venice not escape. Escape Venice.
Is that the law?
Thyself shall see the out. Thou shalt have justice more than thou art.
I'll take the offer then. Pay the money, price, and that is it. Where is the money?
The Jews shall have no justice, soft, no hate. They shall have nothing but the penalty. Why does the Jew cause? Take that for feature.
Give me my principal and let me go.
I have it ready for me. Here it is.
But if using no been caught, you shall have free justice in his bond.
Shall I not prepare me, my principal?
Thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture to be so taken of the peril Jew.
Why did the devil give him good of it? A stain.
Tarry Jew, the law hath its manifold in you. It is enacted in the laws of Venice. You can prove against an alien, not by direct or indirect attempt. To seek the life of any citizen. The party against that which doth contrive because he is one half is good. The other half comes to the free conquered. No offender fly the mercy. The Jew. Gates all the boys, down the apples, and beg mercy.
Perhaps I will It is Antonio's. The other half shall come to the general state. Which humbleness we cry. To the stage.
Hey, keep my life, oh, off my life. You take my house. When you take the property to sustain my house, take my life. Take the means whereby I live.
What mercy can render him Antonio?
So please, my lord the duke, and all the court. Quit the fine for one half his goods. I consent. Two things provided for. That, for this favor, he presently become a Christian. The other, that he do recording gifts. In this court, with all that lies possessed unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter. He shall do this, or else I do recant the pardon that I lay pronounced here.
On campus and the Jews, what does he will say?
I am the devil. I pray thee, give me leave to confess. I am not well. I will send the deed after me of the second.
Can be done, but do it. Court dismissed.
It is almost over. Yes, I'm sure you've been satisfied with this adventure. Let us go in.
Let it be so. The first interval. Pioneers shall be sworn on it. Whether till the next night she would rather stay, or leave it now, 2 hours today. But were the day came, I would wish it darker, that I were counted of this world. Well, while I live, I fear no brother's day. Sorrows keep it safe, there is a spring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the casting characters of the Merchant of Venice. The lazy yet ever-ready servant Lancelot, played by Louis Ramon Laya. The news-bearer Salarino, played by Jericho Saril. Antonio's messenger to Bassanio, Salario, played by Nicolo Ilagan. The outlet of Shylock's anger, Salanio, played by Anthony Pineda. The sentimental lover Lorenzo, played by Jose Maria Fuentes. The intelligent and cunning Jessica, played by Sarah Damon. The high-spirited Gratiano, played by Angelo Rafael Lono. The clever clerk and handmaid Nerissa, played by Alexa Mirasol Baldago. The objectionable Prince of Aragon, played by Jason Huchico. The representative of power and law, Alistair Tris-Ang as the Duke. The refined Princess of Belmont, Portia, played by Cassandra Paula Camato. The frank nobleman Bassanio, played by Harold James Tago. The emotional Jew Shylock, played by Jan Edric Kubit. And the Merchant of Venice, Antonio, played by Federico Manuel Luxin. The men and women behind the scenes. The scriptwriters, Trisha Magnani, Closa Marita, and Gail Heralda. Music and lighting technicians, George Ascalon, J.R. Donesa, Maki Pilar, Jason Padilla, Peter Briones, and Anthony Velas. Stage manager, Camille Pigasa. Stage crew, Arnie Navarra and Randy Bessa. Creative Arts Directors and Head of Set Design, Cristel Pinzon and Kim Pilapin. Makeup Artists, Tanya Lopinco and Christian Masigon. Wardrobe Designers, Jean Javier and Marianne Hasilga. Publicity Manager, Dominic Gillian. Artists in Residence, Joseph Goles. Our usher and usherettes, Jomi Loxin and Jerian Sana. This play was directed by Mark Dueñas and assisted by Kirsty Katage.
Class 11 virtually advanced for making this project possible. For the guidance and the inspiration, our grade 11 English teachers, Mrs. Tina Navarro and Ms. Melanie Report. For the constructive criticisms of Sir Ray Hastra.
Reverend, I got this man acting suspicious last night. So I questioned him and found his bag filled with silverware. He claims it were yours, given to him as gifts after dinner last night. I assume you speak mostly.
No, no. This man, he speaks the truth. In fact, I dined with him last night and gave those swears as gifts of mine. Like so he says. And more I will give, which he left behind. 2 candle stands more in fact, as this man deserves such soul. Now here, take it, and it's yours.
Do you say this man speaks the truth?
Officer, before you, I stand here as a bishop of life to attest this man's innocence. Now release him, for he has done no wrong.
If you say it so, then pardon me. I shall take my leave. Good day, Mr. And why have you done such an illogical act?
A habit is easy to abandon, but difficult to remove. I have given you this chance to do just that. Change your ways instead of further destroying yourself through such acts. Renew yourself, your yet to live since your custody. Mark my words, John. Mark my words. Now go, and I have given you my peace.
Being saved from prison, we left with newfound reason. With the bishop's given grace, John found himself in disgrace. With what he did, he found shame. Thus, to Monsieur Madeline, he changed his name. In due time, 8 years exact, he became mayor. With crowding admirers, they found favor. He soon met a woman, greatly abused. 20, a prostitute, from prison they excused. Helping her from a certain arrest, he treated her well without cruel interest. But in time, Madeline's innocence being concealed, he soon turned to terror when John he revealed. He left the astonished crowd standing tall, and returned back in the hospital.
God, I cannot bear this pain any longer.
But you must not give up. There is so much you still can do.
I have lived my life in sin. But if thou will ever allow a woman such as I to even take a glimpse of his shadow.
No, you will not die. I can see it in your eyes. The breath of eternity. No, you have to live. You have a child who needs your care. Surely God would not want her to be orphaned at such an early age.
It is wrong to be so absorbed in the divine law as not to perceive human law. Death belongs to God. God alone. By what right do men have touched the unknown thing? Those with deep hearts and wise minds take life as God has made it. It is a long and intelligible preparation for the unknown destiny.
What is to happen to your child if you leave this world?
I leave her to you. Take these letters between our tears as proof of your authority to foster her. And by the time is right, take this locket and give it to her as my memento for her to remember me by.
Yes, it shall be done as you say.
Well done! You belong in jail such that woman is. You're coming with me, right now!
Cannot you see she's dying?
So that she dies in jail!
No! No! Damn you, Damn you! Remember this face in hell!
Though his bitter pain was his heart, to see that he and Kathleen was forever part. His lone initiative was to flee, far as possible where never would see. Tired and weary, he slept in a tavern. There he found young Cassette, locked away in a cavern. In haste, he took her away from her strife, and with her, made the best out of life. As days turned to years, Cassette grew up beautiful as her mother, and John found happiness being with her. Beauty was she in every fashion, but even more when she found her passion.
Poverty in youth, where need succeed, it is magnificent. In that turns the whole will towards efforts, and the whole soul towards aspirations. Poverty strips the material life entirely bare and makes it hideous. From this arise inexpressible yearnings for the ideal life. The poor young man must work for his bread to eat. When he has eaten, he has nothing left but reverie. He, a millionaire of intelligence, comes to the millionaires of money. Then he blesses God for which having given them the two gifts that many of the wealthy lacks. Labor, which makes him free. Thought, which makes him noble. If people learn to live with every person, rich or poor, black or white, young or old, political or not, public power and individual happiness will be nowhere near as far as a cause for rebellion and revolution. These two things combined, public power and individual happiness will be nowhere. Social prosperity results. Social prosperity means happy men, the citizens free, a nation great. infinite realizations. It is very rigidity. Absolute pushes the mind towards the boundless and sets it afloat towards the limitless reason. There's nothing like a dream to create the future.
Please, but you must tell me more.
Curiosity is gluttony, my dear Cosette. To see, to devour.
Cosette, come now. Our task here is done. Let us go home.
Go ahead, Papa. I'll catch up soon. I wish to take a walk for a while. That's it.
Cosette, I said we are leaving. And we are leaving now.
Yes, Papa.
It was love at first sight. And from then on, they met every night. Every single day, Cassette was in Maria's thought. To touch her hands, to kiss her lips besought. His love for her cannot compare. That to miss seeing her was rare. Yes, indeed, it was love that Marius found. That he desired Cassette all day round. But soon yours turned for the worst. As Trevor found out their secret love. Wanting to help Cassette no sooner than later. He came up to her not knowing her name. He handed out a letter, not addressed to her, but her father.
Papa, an officer came here and left me this letter. He told me I should give it to you personally. What could it be?
Is this the thanks I get for raising you as my child? Betraying me behind my back and meeting up with this radical kid? I raised you as my daughter!
You are not my father!
Is it now because of that man that you now defy me?
Marius has nothing to do with it! It's because I don't know who I really am anymore! You never tell me anything! About my childhood, about my past, and yours as well! I'm beginning to know that I am not who you make me believe I am!
Do not change the topic of discussion! Now tell me, what have you been hiding behind my back?
How would you expect me to tell you the truth when all you do is keep telling me lies?
The rebel you are meeting is one of the revolutionaries. He is not safe to be with. Cannot you understand that? A revolution will soon arise, and I don't want us involved in it whatsoever.
If you wish to understand what revolution is, call it progress. And if you wish to understand what progress is, call it tomorrow. I'm just about out of smarty mark, and probably you are getting tired of them too. So I'll only speak up to now, until I really feel the need to.
Cosette, listen to me. This has nothing to do with neither the revolution nor me. It is about you going out with a dangerous man.
But I love him, Papa. I love him.
But he endangers your life and mine as well.
Why? Tell me, please. Who are you?
I am an ex-convict. My real name is John Boljon. For the past 19 years, I have been in prison for stealing. That officer, the man who gave you this letter, is after me, as he had been for the past 9 years. And he knows who you are. And I'm sure he's on his way here. Cosette, come, let's make haste. I know of a place where we can hide for the time being.
come. I will find you, Valjean! Mark my words! I will find you!
I have informed the people. They are ready with their weapons. We start the revolution tomorrow. Now listen all! Tomorrow, during the funeral parade of General Lamar, we shall take our stand, crowding the streets, hiding our weapons in the ditches. When the time is right, we seize the opportunity and reclaim our rights as citizens!
Liberty! Liberty! Liberty!
Friends, hear me! These are the moments in battle. With all hardness of man, the one of changing a soldier into a statue. All flesh turning granite. I command you men who will go into battle. Not to fight for yourselves, but to fight for your rights! Those who refuse this revolution are those who do not want a future should take it over. Say no to progress. It is not the future that will condemn you, but you yourselves! You are giving yourselves a melancholy disease. You are inoculating yourselves with a past. There's only one way of refusing tomorrow, and that is to die today! Freedom! Now, no man of a body, as late as possible, never but of a soul, is what we truly desire! Freedom!
As the streets rallied in uproar, the revolution took place as planned. Wanting for equality was their sole demand. As fury raged in every eye, it became a common sight to see men die. The soldiers who fought to defend, and the revolutionaries who fought for justice, soon found in everyone so much prejudice. As the next day came, the war came to the tragic end. As all those who were oppressed were soon shot dead, laying to rest. At the bitter end, they were defeated. But with all luck and wit, Marius escaped. They didn't hurt. John saved him for Cosette. Just before the revolutionaries' execution, John slipped Marius away without caution. Down the sewer station, they find him in line building. With all due might, John opened the sewer's gate. One of an inconceivable shock. There, Robert stood awake.
No use escaping now, Valjean. You're wary as you are defensive. Fall on your knees and surrender.
At least let me take this man to the tree of his woods. I give you my word. I will return to this very spot after I take him to the hospital.
Let go if you must. But do make sure your word is done.
Yes, I will, General. I have kept the end of my bargain, Shepherd. Now, what do you wish to be done to me?
For years and years, I have searched for you. No one else but you. When you were finally given the chance to free yourself of my existence, you spared me. You'd rather want me alive than dead? Why?
There is nothing I blame you for. You are simply doing your duty. Nothing more.
So you say it's so. There are no conditions, no bargains or conditions to what I am about to do. Just as you have said, I have done my duty. You're free. What do you think of that, Valjean?
It is nothing to die. It is horrible not to live. Greed grieves the divine radiance which transforms the wretched. And you have taught me that, Shepherd.
Pity. That is not how I think it so.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents and fellow students, good afternoon. We, the class of grade 11A, present to you a tale of love, trust, poverty, and the decisions that we make in life. A play set in our own beloved Philippines, in the home of an ordinary Filipino. A play by Alberto Florentino. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present The World is an Apple.
Another tale
sad existence was. Scraping the bottom of the flower for its very survival. There's no more hope for me. Might as well just...
Mario! Mario, is that you?
Yes?
Oh, I'm glad you're home first.
How's Tita?
Wait, don't go in. Don't wait for her. Her class is full. She's very tired.
Has she been eating well?
She won't even eat a spoonful of food. But I'll try to scramble some bread. Maybe she'll eat it. I'll take some of it.
Girl, don't!
What did I do? It's as if you're mad at me.
Who wouldn't be? I'm talking about a dear child. And you're underrating what little money we have? I wish you wouldn't be so selfish and start thinking of her daughter.
My God! Wasn't I thinking of her? Why do you think you need money? To buy new jewelry or pretty dress? To buy a big chocolate cake?
Shut up! You'll make the child up!
All the money, the little money sparks something to me. She hasn't eaten anything all day. That's why I was bothering you.
Mama, what's that noise?
Nothing, child. Please go back to sleep.
You know, Tita? My mother's a big evicted. She'll buy a big chocolate cake.
Wow, really, Mama?
Your father doesn't know what to say.
I don't know what I'm saying because I'm being robbed by my own wife.
Rob, your wife? I'm just asking for a little from your salary.
There's nothing left.
Nothing left? It's payday and you tell me there's nothing left from your salary?
I'm sorry.
What?
There's nothing. What do you want me to do, steal?
No! I was never allowed to do a thing like that. All I want to know is what happened to your pay.
I spent it all on drinks. Before I knew it, I spent every last centavo.
Mario, you can't fool me. I've seen you drop your car, crawling home like a sick dog, throwing up as you go, and reeking of alcoholic hospital. You're not drunk.
Well, alright. I wasn't thinking.
What would happen to your face? Eat back. It's mom and papa's problem. Go back. Now. Mario, please. I'm your wife. I have the right to have everything you own. If I can't have my share, at least let me know what happened to it.
Gloria, sorry for me to say this, but I want you to know I love you more than anyone.
What are you trying to say?
I spent it all on another woman.
You're lying! I know you would do such a thing! You are lying! I can see it in your eyes!
I didn't know you had so much faith in me.
And I know you would spend all your money when you know your daughter needing most of it. You love her too much to do that. What's wrong, Mario?
Nothing.
I know something is wrong, Mario.
Gloria, they fired me.
Oh my God.
It's true, Gloria.
But what about your pay for the whole week?
I lost my job a week ago.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you could find another job. I didn't want you to worry.
You think you could get another in 5 months? That's how long it took you last time.
Trust me, Gloria. I know I can.
How are you sorry?
I don't want to talk about it.
Mario!
What?
Did you have your to steal something again?
Don't you accuse me of stealing?
What did you accuse you of?
What you just said. Pilfering, we call it.
What else would you call it? What, according to them, did you steal?
An apple.
An apple?
That's right, an apple. You know the fruit that goes away tree? Usually round, red on the outside and white on the inside. And it tastes good to eat.
Don't try being funny with me. Not now. You're saying you took one apple?
That's right, one measly apple. Not two, not a dozen, not a crate, not even a whole ship full.
That's what you get for not stopping to think before you do something.
Hey, don't nag on me, Zoria. I've had a really bad day. I didn't know they were so strict with the system. So thorough in the rules that they would fire someone for one apple, then take 1 million of them. We're hauling them to the warehouse. As someone ruled out from broken crane. It seemed to call out to me. I thought I would love me, it seemed to say. Next thing I knew, I was putting it in my lunch bag.
Tita? Why? Did she ever ask for apples?
Yes, she did. Remember the time we took her for a walk? We passed by this grocery store, and they were selling these delicious Washington apples at 70 centavos each. And she really begged me to buy her one. I just did the best I could. I bought her these small green apples, you know the one they sell at the sidewalk? But she just threw it away. She said it wasn't real apple. That's why I took the apple.
Well, you could have tried to bring home pandesal, or rice, or milk, and not those delicious apples. We're not rich. We
Why?
can do without apples.
Why? God created apples only for the rich? God created the one for everyone. Adam ate an apple, and he had nothing. He was naked. When we brought Tina into this world, did we promise her good life and everything that comes with it?
So, from Easy Apple, you lost the job you needed so much.
I don't mind losing 1,000 jobs for my daughter. No, even 1 million.
Then, why does that rate price so much? Were you able to give it to Tita?
We kept it as evidence.
You see? You lost your job filching an apple, and you lost the apple you lost your job for. Filching an apple. It's too small a reason to put a poor man on work. Should ask him to give you a second chance, Mario.
Huh? Can't you see? They've been waiting for me to make a slip up for so long. They do anything to kick me out, so that they could replace me with their own men.
Then complain.
Then what? Then what they do? They just pick up a criminal record.
Mario, that was a long time ago. Why did they try to dig that out?
Huh? Those dogs, they do anything to kick me out. But don't worry, Victoria. I know I can find another job. I'll get everyone in fact. You know, I've been job hunting for a week now. And I think I found a good job.
There you go. Lying again.
It's true, Gloria.
You're always lying. You're not. Then prove it.
Well, I'll be seeing someone tonight. He knows a company that needs a night watchman.
Aren't you really trying to make me feel better, Mario?
No, Gloria.
Honest?
Honest.
I knew God would let us down. He never lets anybody down. I'll pray tonight and ask him God to have that job. But, Mario, wouldn't he have to stay out all night?
Don't worry. I can always sleep during the daytime.
What I mean is, it'll be different when you're not by my side at night. But I think I'll get used to it. Why don't you go see the friend yours now?
No, I think I'll do that.
Here. Put this on your phone. I'll see you.
No, Gloria. I'll be home really late. Don't wait up for me.
Alright. By that I can see this. Well, Mario, before we're married, my mom used to tell me, Maria, make the biggest mistakes your life compared to ignorance to evil. And we get any straighter than your father's marriage. I'm sure that is now my
Wow! Look at that! Isn't that romantic?
Pablo!
Why, great to happen to see me, Mark.
What are you doing here? Get out!
Hey, fellas, is this the right way a lady knocking upon receiving a friend coming for a business? Hell no!
And you haven't changed either. Still sleazy and spiteful.
You're that same woman who cursed me to hell because I happened to be Mario's friend. Well, time must have been any kind of this. Still me.
Yes. And I wish you'd stay away from us for the rest of our lives.
Ha! Did you hear that voice? Ha! free country. Can a guy just come to check his friends now and then? See how life must be? I mean, what does the world come?
We were doing fine until you showed up.
Your daughter. She was only this high when I last saw her. How is she?
She's fine.
Oh, really? Funny. 'Cause someone told me, I won't say who, that she had some dreadful disease or something. I don't know, maybe it was diarrhea? No, wait. It was malaria. Oh, wait. Maybe it was bubonic plague.
Did you tell him?
How could I? I've been seen you for a long time.
Oh, forget about it. How much is it?
We don't know.
You don't know? What kind of parents are you? But you know what? You all should see a doctor. As much as you pay. That's all you do. Well, I don't do this very often. Very happy to get something from me. Ain't that right, boys? Hey! Sorry, boss. Man, if I go give cash from no one, you better get your own. Yeah. Well, that's the first time any of us refused my generosity.
Paying you back will only mean seeing your face again.
Why? What's wrong with my pretty face? You hate it so much that here, take the money as a gift.
The more should refuse it.
What?
Mario's not depending on you. He's his own man now since the day you took him away from your clutches.
Did I hear that right? Clutches? Clutches! Well, that's a word I haven't heard in a very, very long time. Haven't you realized you ruined his life by taking him away from us?
I have no regrets, and neither does Mario. Isn't that right, Mario?
He's just afraid to speak that you're shut up. You know why? Because he and I were pals. We used to go out to first class air conditioned movie hours every other day. And I'll bet every money in this money. He has been to any movie house since you afraid of him.
Why can I expect much from honest money? Please earn his own.
Honest money? What is honest money? Is it better than this honest money? Buy more? Or honesty? I mean, what is it? Staying in this rock house? This is what you so-called honesty? Pablo, enough! Shut up, Mark. I ain't finished. Take your daughter as an example. This is not honesty. It's not the person. The burger was shivering, starving, while the bones. She's not saying nothing. She only needs food. Good food. You know what she is? But worse.
You're going too far, Pablo.
I know you've come leading back to dishonest ways, but you can't. You all listen to you now. We've come this far and can go living without your help.
Poor ignorant. She doesn't understand. Honey, this isn't living. This is what you call dying. Dying slowly, day by day by day.
Don't get insult by words like that, Pablo.
Hey, man.
Shut up, God.
You guys will walk in that door. Put it away. Move, man. Stand down. We need this. I just got tired of waiting. He came to the house yesterday.
Shut up, Pablo, I told you.
He said he would be back soon, but it didn't show up. So I was afraid his conscience was bothered.
I told you she wasn't supposed to know.
Oh, relax, Mario. Just sit down, or else you'll get yourself a heart attack. She's bound to find out sooner or later. Tell her what you told me. That you no longer believe the way she wanted you. That why, look, it isn't the...
Rita, go back to your room. You're not meant to see this.
Hey, wait! Let's go take some bottle glass. Hey.
Where did you get that?
Oh, I closed it down, but it's so much. Only 70 centavos. What you believe?
Rita, go to your room now.
Go on. It's yours. You're welcome. Great time, yeah, big problems we're all with us.
I'm not listening to you.
You're thieves and murderers.
Murderers? Wait, murderers? Murderers? Well, I mean not murderers, but we try.
We are very happy here. That's because we have each other.
Oh. Why don't you let Mario talk to me once?
Gloria, I need this job. I love her daughter too much. I can't let her live this kind of life.
Mario!
I want to give her a better life. I want to make her happy.
Mario, you said you were still with him. You promised me you'd go straight and never go back to that kind of life.
Apparently, he lied.
Shut up, Mama! Please try to understand. I tried long and hard. But this is not kind of life for us. I can't live from this kind of life.
You're to blame for this, you son of a dog! You found him and you know he's down!
He came to me first.
But you know he'll take you everywhere you say, everything you do, even if you're not behaved! Get over his time!
Take it easy, Dave. She's... She can draw your temper. And you mustn't aspire with your mistake.
He's not going with you!
Oh, is that so? Why don't you ask him?
I said he's not going!
Go on, ask him.
You're not going with him, are you, Mario? Tell the dog you're not going with him ever. Tell me you're not going to leave us. Please, Mario, please!
Gloria,
Make up your minds. I can't stand there all day.
I know this evil man has poisoned your mind, but this is still a better way of life. Things have not been turning out for the best. You must know that God has not let us down. He's only trying us.
Gloria,
You're going! I can see you when I go with him. You leave me here again. Want to hear about your dead body in the news? Or see you rotting in jail?
Well, you don't have to worry, Gloria. He's safe.
You bitch! Get out of my house! Get out!
you stay over there, Bobby. I'll be with you in a minute. Gloria, I'm going, and that's final.
No, Mario, please, no.
I thought about this since last week. And you can't stop me now.
Mario, no.
Take good care of yourself, Tita. I'll be home very late. I love you.
It's been a pleasure. Let's go, Mario.
Do you always do this? Gloria takes her loss with grief, and she retreats back to her humble home to wait for her suitor. She does not know whether her husband will come home with a sack full of dirty money or return in a body bag. We leave you to finish the story in rhymes, ladies and gentlemen, and see whether Mari turns away from the dark vices of Pablo or decides to stay with her for the good of his family. Feel this way, I need you, more is there. Tell for sharing your time and expertise with us. More power to Mrs. Zenaida Gotana, Mrs. Jane Casillado, Mr. Manuel Cortez, Mr. Jonathan Davila, and Ms. Tanya Lopez. To all of you, parents, guests, and students, thank you for watching and